I can't believe this. I can't believe I can't believe this. I can't believe what I can't believe. My Dodge works for absolutely everything but this. This is just the most oddball way to put a canoe in there. Now, it's only 12 feet or so. I finished these up, but because I kept the canoe upside down, close to the ground, I'm going to have to replace all that. I thought this was going to be, it's still pretty solid. I wouldn't want to try portaging it. It'd probably break them. But I want to see if I can get this thing in the water tomorrow at some point. Oh, trusty. Oh, trusty. But you see the length of the cab. Okay, so if I put 12 feet, okay, so I got 6.5 feet here. So the other 6 feet should come up to here. So I'll have to put something across the top if I wanted to do that. But what I could do, yeah, this is just an oddball. The truck's the oddball size. Either the canoe's oddball or the truck's oddball. I'm not too sure which is which. Now I could just kind of, if I got to go a short distance, which probably go to McCarthy's Lake, I could probably just strap it in like that, put a rag on the back. But if I get the 16-footer, I'm out to here. This is 16 feet approximately, give or take. I'll let that wind go by. Yeah. This logistic problem will not foil my long weekend plans. It's not really a long weekend for me, but I gotta take Saturday and Sunday off. So Brutus and I are gonna do some paddling. Haven't done some paddling in a long time. I mean, he needed some R&R. He moved about 1,200 pounds of steel in the past 2 days, so he's been working hard. He needs a break. So I just got to figure out where the hell I'm going to take this thing. I wish they didn't close the Danford. I so wish they didn't close that. I could go to McCarthy's Lake. It's nice, really short for me. I could put it in the creek, but that's not very fun in the creek. I'll go to McCarthy's. First paddle of the season, probably the first paddle in 2 years, 3 years. The last time I took a canoe out wasn't this one. It was another one. I was scoping out a beaver house. The last time I used this, I was also scoping out beaver house. I was on Holmes Lake there, just over the road there. Should yeah, get some pictures of this thing. Oh my God, the black flies are bad. Just in time for the long weekend. How do they know? Like, how do they know that? Like, how do they know to be that much of a pain in the ass at the most inconvenient time? Everybody's coming up and they're like, oh great, I'm gonna have the whole weekend off. And it's like, they're gonna get up here and they're gonna be like, I'm being eaten alive by like jerks with wings. They are jerks with wings. I've come to a conclusion. You guys remember a couple of years ago, it was probably on my older channel, where I built my canoe stand from all three of my canoes, you know, to get them off the ground. You know the ones that are on the ground? Yeah, the ones that I got to get off the ground. And the wind kind of knocked down my stand. I just figured out what I'm going to do with that big ass rack. The wind ain't gonna, if the wind knocks that down, we're all dead, because that thing's like 350 pounds welded together. But what I'm going to do is I got to get rid of poor Unico there. I miss you, buddy. I miss you. I owe you so much. This vehicle with its 500,000 K on it owes me nothing. This is the best little vehicle. Everybody give a thumbs up for the video for just Unico himself. This is a little money maker right here. Sad to see him in that shape. But, you know, we'll crush him into a cube and recycle him. Maybe he'll become Unico 2 for somebody. Oh, I guess I shouldn't have said that right in front of him. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, so I got my scrap metal here. Got an engine to get rid of. But once this is gone, that I had to use my Dodge or my Ford to pull this thing out from where it was. It's so big and heavy. But yeah, I could put like 10 canoes on here. I could put the world's supply of canoes on here. Maybe that might, believe it or not, might be an exaggeration, but it would work. And it would keep them off the ground so that all my this one, the crossers weren't as bad as I thought they were going to be. They're not that bad. I mean, I got to refinish all that, but that's pretty solid. The one thing is, I think this one leaks, but I just don't. I think back there, but see yeah, that's getting kind of. I wouldn't want to lift it by that. It's got a busted piece of teak there. So actually, this one's not that bad. It's not that bad. I gotta test it. I just don't want to test it tomorrow. I'll test that on. I just want to use the canoe that I know that works. Now this canoe might be Kevlar or carbon fiber. I think it might be Kevlar. It's got a hinge here that I gotta fix. That's 16 feet. That one I want to get going. It's bright orange. It's not that color. So I'm getting out of here because I'm getting alive again. How does it know? It is part of my Dodge. It's a part of Brutus. What's he doing over here? He's supposed to be on my vehicle. My truck's an amputee. Holy smokes. Ah, I'm gonna be an amputee with all these freaking jerks with wings eating me. Stop chewing on me. Just once I'd like to catch one of those black flies, just chew on him, see how he freaking likes. I'll start with his leg. Yeah, start with your freaking legs, buddy. They might make you mad. They might make you a little mad. And they're not even bad yet. So yeah, so I'm gonna put a test strap on that, see if that'll hold her where I need to, because I'd hate to take off and it go wing. Especially this is my dad's canoe, it's not mine, eh? But yeah, see, it was last year or the year before I varnished all that. That's what happens when it sits upside down. See, they're starting to rot there, eh? And I normally like to sit in the center, so I have a feeling if I sit my fat butt here, it's gonna go. But this is a flat water kayak canoe. I grew up on canoes. I've been a kayaking guy for a couple of years. I'd probably do kayaking again, but there's always something. Canoes are for the men. It separates the men from the boys. You know, ones with freaking flies in their eyes. And I don't want to have to start whining because I just, you know, kind of built myself up as a manly man. Then I'm going to start whining and complaining. You know, screws there, but the hull on this one is good though. It's dirty. See, it wasn't dirty like that. No, I'm dirty. Dirty, filthy canoe make me dirty. But anyway, if I get in the water and then I clean it off after I get it out of the water, fly in the eye. Get in the water, clean it off after I get it out. Yeah, this could work. This could work. Yeah, but I don't like this. Look at the warp I'm getting. That's what happens when you leave them on the ground. Eh? They get deformed. Got to put them back in the water, get their shape again. This canoe is probably saying, "You've neglected me for years." Every canoe is the same. You go to, oh, this isn't good. Look at that. That's starting. That's not good. I didn't see it on the other side though, so hopefully that doesn't leak. But I don't like to see buckles like that. I mean, this thing is probably older than me. It's Mosey Cadet Inc. God knows how old. I don't even think that's a company that'd be around anymore. Who knows? I think I researched it one. I think it's like 40-year-old. It's almost as old as me. You know, at the earliest it would be maybe 1980s. I'm a 1970s model, so it's hard to say. But this is probably the canoe I've used the most in my life. But like every canoe story goes like this. How many times have you been canoeing? 125 times. Oh, what canoe do you have? Oh, I don't own one. There's always somebody else's canoe. Ever noticed that? I did Meech Lake with a canoe. If this guy behaves himself really well, we might see him out on Meech Lake. I'd like to do a little... I want to do a couple of small water areas here first, just to see what kind of condition everything's in, you know, because you don't know until you get out into the center of the lake with a hard wind. Once you get wind and wave that doesn't want you to get back to shore in one piece, that's when you find out whether you got good equipment or not. If not, well, you get back to shore in the dog paddle, you know, with your life jacket on, and you either go grab some tackle and do the recovery at a later date once it's waterlogged and sunk to the bottom. Yeah, but if like this one, these floaties, like I said, this canoe is pretty good. Do I have a year on there? It doesn't have a year on there, or does it? Probably says in the serial number what year it would be, but I don't know what that would be. I have to get my glasses to read that now. Youch. Youch. Ow. 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 I am getting chewed alive. All right, well, I'm going to leave it at that. Tomorrow I'll strap her in. I think I'll start with McCarthy's Lake. And, yeah, you know, I was kind of getting the bug for the... I hate the term bugs right now. I really hate the term bugs. I hate the term insects even more. Insanisex is what they're... I don't even know what that... I don't know what to call them other than jerks with wings. Here's how you get peace of mind when the black flies are bad. You go out, grab your paddle, right? And go like this. I just killed about 150 of them. I feel better. There. Okay. All right. Dirty paddles. Okay, got my dirty paddles. Check. Paddles. I should just put them right back up there. Don't forget dirty paddles tomorrow. Once I get everything in the water, everything will get clean again. Clean. Clean. Watch, it's going to rain tonight. That'll be full of water. Maybe I should flip it over just for the Murphy factor. Because if I leave it like that, it'll be like 1,200 pounds of water in the back of the truck. And I'll have to bail it out while I'm getting eaten by flies. All right, I'm going to leave it about that. There we go.